From Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna have a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Kilgore. Name of the song, Therapy. You're listening to My Night Out Radio, only on rifreeradio.org. And I got to say that way because, well, everyone else has kicked me off their stations. In studio tonight, we have from Gig Zealot. Is it Gig Zealot or Gigs a Lot?
Gig Zealot.
Gig Zealot. We have Mike Sheldon. Mike Sheldon, I can't tell you how many times I've seen him looking out, different shows, and I always see his face. He's even come out to the anniversary party we had for RI Free Radio over at the Rocky Point Chowder House, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and the clam cakes were awesome.
Cool. As always, we have Mr. Tony Jones.
7 feet of pure charisma.
Twisted steel and sex appeal. You got to work that in somehow. Anyways, we're going to have a great show for you tonight because, well, I didn't plan a damn thing, and I'm almost proud to say that. Normally I have a couple of notes jotted down, but I totally dropped the ball, and if it sucks, I will apologize right now because I can't even drink. I have a little medical issue. I'm on antibiotics, and I cannot drink, so therefore, if I sound coherent, I will apologize. But that being as it is, with almost every show, we got to start off talking about food because I am the consummate fat guy. Two that I really got to point out that really stood out of this week's lineup of food that I partook upon. The first one is in Johnston, Rhode Island. I've talked about it before. It's called Sakura. It is a Korean barbecue. Now, if you're not familiar with Korean barbecue, it's you get your dinner, some assembly required. Basically, you sit at the table, you order whatever food you want, and it is very, very meat centric. But there is a grill in the middle of the table, and you cook your own food, which it's great for like people like me who like their steak extremely rare. However, if you're a moron and you get your chicken extremely rare, well, that's on you. But I took my wife there, and it was excellent. I can't say enough about it. Mike, you said you had a place.
Yeah, it's a place called Royal Fried Chicken. It's on Dexter Street in Pawtucket.
Yep.
And they had fried everything: fried chicken strips, wings. They had their own hot sauce, and it was just phenomenal.
They did. Do they put the hot sauce on like a hot chicken, or do they put it on the side? You put it on yourself.
No, they put it on.
They put it on for you? Cool.
Yeah.
Now, you may not know this, but Mr. Jones over here is a connoisseur of fried chicken.
Oh, you'll love it.
And George's wedding, George Garner, Rhode Island Free Radio's own, just got married, and his wife has a long history in Central Falls. So they were married in Central Falls. So we're going from the wedding venue to the reception, and I passed by that very place, and I almost jumped out of the car when I saw it. I was like, oh, man, a fried chicken joint. And the girlfriend had to tell me, hey, we're going to a meal. You don't need to have two meals tonight.
You see, that I can understand that logic. However, the other place I do have to bring out, this is one that it was actually a birthday meal, my wife's birthday. Happy birthday. I'm not going to tell you how many years. She's over 21, and we'll leave it at that. See, that's how you make brownie points, by the way. We went to a place on Admiral Street, corner of Admiral and River Street. It's called Machu Picchu. It is Peruvian. Now, if you're in the Rhode Island food scene at all, or if you eat anywhere in Rhode Island, you've heard of the other Peruvian place called Los Andes, which I also thoroughly enjoy. However, this place, nowhere near as big, nowhere near as busy, but the food is amazing. It is on par with, and in a few cases, better than Los Andes.
Now, have you ever gone to a place, and I've done this, I'm guilty of this myself, a little place that's off the beaten path like that, and the food was so good you actually don't tell anybody about it because you want to keep it for yourself. If word gets out, it's going to be packed.
Well, you see, that's a double-edged sword there. Now, I don't want to tell everyone about it because they'll crowd it. On the other hand, if I don't tell people about it, they won't get business and they won't stay open.
Yep.
So, will I put up with lines? Yeah, I'll put up with the lines for really good food. So, yeah, those are the two big standouts. And like I said, happy birthday to my wife. Deb and I have been together since I was 18 years old. And well, I'm not going to tell you how old she was. She was legal. I can see the smile on your face from here, Tony. So, yeah, no, we both enjoyed it. We had this thing called a stuffed avocado. All right? You just see something. It sounds so weird. You just got to try it. They take the avocado out of the skin, and they fill it with all sorts of seafood, and it looks like every type of soft vegetable you could get in there, like a can of veg oil.
I've never even heard of that.
Well, neither have I up until, Friday night. But it was a little weird. It caught you off guard, like a seafood salad and a cold avocado. But the food, like I said, it was amazing. My wife got the Peruvian version of a seafood platter. It's called Jalea, Jalea. They have two sizes, small and large. My wife, being of much smaller persuasion than you or I, Tony, she went with the small.
Aw.
I finished it for her for lunch the next day. There was just that much food. If you leave there hungry, you screwed up, not them. You just didn't order the right thing, because every plate that I ever saw come out of that kitchen, we were there for a good hour and 20 minutes. every dish came out of there heaped.
And what was the price point?
The two of us with 2 appetizers, 2 meals, a couple of side dishes, came out to about $70.
That's not bad.
Yeah, no, it's right on par. It's actually a little bit cheaper than Los Andes, and the food is, dare I say, as good. So we're going to leave it at that. When we come back, we're going to chat with Mike. We're going to put his feet to the fire, see what's going on with him and Gig Zealot. So we're going to leave here right now with a little bit of Blindside Thunder. The name of the song is Draw the Line.
in the bottom, baby. Oh, bring me my rolling shoes. Leave me in the bottom, baby. Oh, bring me my rolling shoes. You see me crawling out that window. I got no time to lose. You see me streaking by. Oh, now baby, don't be late. You see me streaking by. Oh, now baby, don't be late. hope you see me. Oh, when I come sneaking by, she got a middleman. I must do young to die. Meet me in the bar, baby. Oh, bring me my running shoes. Oh, meet me in the bar, baby. Oh, my running shoes. She's got a middleman. I'm gonna turn the lights.
All right, that was Adapter. Name of that song was Down in the Bottom. Before that, we had Blindside Thunder, one of those great bands that we had in here, a year and a half ago.
And I believe they came down for our Thanksgiving, or was it 4th of July Eve broadcast?
I don't know.
Anyway, they made a special appearance for us.
There was a lot of drinking. I know there was some tequila passed around at that point. Name of that song, by the way, was Draw the Line. In studio guest tonight is Mike Sheldon from Gig Zealot. Now, before I go off on a tangent with Mike here, I do want to bring out that you have a partner in Gig Zealot. It's not just you.
Yes.
You have Pete Rock.
Yeah, Pete Rock.
Unfortunately, Pete Rock couldn't be with us tonight. He had other obligations. Pete, just to let you know, we did want to give a mention to you. But turning that back around to Mike over here, how did Gig Zealot get started?
Well, it started out being I'm really into the music scene.
Yeah.
And I want to be able to contribute somehow.
Okay.
I'm not a musician, so having a website with my background, having a website sounded like a good idea.
Cool. So you just started the website. You got Pete Rock on board, or was the other way around? You guys talked about it and came up with the website?
I think it was a little of both.
Oh, okay. Now, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you actually get started in the music? Obviously, everyone likes music, but how did it become a special calling for you?
I never got into music until my late 20s.
Okay.
But since then, I've just been going to shows, listening to obscure music, listening to different kinds of music. I like the metal music, but I also like the avant-garde as well.
Okay. So you're not strictly one genre. You'll listen to just about anything.
Well, it has good beat.
Cool. I like to say, I like to think I'm the same way. However, there are a few things I just can't listen to, but that comes with time too. Stumbling across some of the stuff that we come across. Have you ever had the opportunity, or has anyone ever come up to you with a CD, a free CD, really excited to hand it to you, or have a band giving you some of their music, and after you're done listening to it, you're like, why were they that excited? That I find is a theme. The more excited they are, if you go to like a CD release party and there's another band giving out their CDs and they're really excited, chances are that music they probably shouldn't be that excited about.
No, I don't believe so.
No? That's just, for me, it's always one of those things that, poor sound quality, whatever the case may be. I always had that. And I've been proven wrong several times. But the more excited they are to hand you that CD, chances are there's going to be something you're not going to be able to put your finger on, but not so much.
Yeah, it's probably a CD from their practice-based auditions.
Yeah, where they just set up 2 microphones to catch the whole room.
Chances are you just got a new drink coaster.
Well, now let's get back to Gig Zealot. Now, you are Mike Mantis Sheldon. How did you get the nickname Mantis?
Well, it goes back to the old days back in the turn of the century. I would go to shows and I would get into the mosh pits, and there would be a special style of me dancing.
Yep.
And it looked like I'm dancing like a mantis.
Oh, okay.
Good friend Danny Bryant in Attleboro, he's the one who gave me that name. He used to belong to a band called Soul Shed.
Okay.
And he's the one who gave me that name, and it's stuck ever since.
Awesome. Now, you go a lot of shows. It's like almost like unnatural, the amount of shows that you go to. How many shows do you actually do go to in a year?
I would say probably around the lines of 50 to 75.
Now, are you invited, or do you pay for all those?
Sometimes I pay, sometimes I don't pay.
So you're actually getting to the point now where the promoters are recognizing you,
And they just pass me through.
Cool. You know, I've strangely enough, I have yet to get to that point.
It doesn't happen that often, though.
No, I can't imagine. But now,
if the band doesn't get paid, then what are you going to do?
Oh, I understand. Trust me, I am all about supporting local music and local promoters, and I don't have a problem paying for any show that I go to, as long as I'm not working the show. If you want me to work the show and pay to get in, I might have a little problem.
No ticky, no laundry.
Believe it or not, that was an offer. We won't make you pay to get in if you'll DJ. Really? I thought that was a given.
Wasn't that an offer regarding the now defunct Blazers Billiards?
No, this was actually Manchester 65. It was a Juggalo show. So, and just the more they talked, the more it turned into, look, we won't charge you, but if you have a helper, we're going to charge them to get in.
And you made out great, because that was the night that everybody's cars in the parking lot got egged. So probably good you weren't down here.
Yeah, well, I would have been dropped off anyways by my helper. Anyways, Mike, we're going to take a break here. We're going to listen to some more music. Now, for those of you who are listening live, you realize that Thanksgiving is just a couple of days away. And I am going to be stuffing myself with, of course, the stuffing, the green bean casserole, and everybody's favorite, turkey. Well, because there's only maybe 3 Thanksgiving songs out there, and 2 of them are really just either too long or just horrible, horrible children's songs.
I think you've just developed or identified to me a missing genre. I think that my band, Tony Jones and the Cretin 3, needs to develop the first ever horror punk Thanksgiving themed song. So I'm going to get on that.
So until Tony comes out with that album, we're going to listen to a little bit of Adam Sandler, the Thanksgiving song. We'll be back in a minute.
They want to hear the Thanksgiving song. All right. This is a Thanksgiving song. I hope you enjoy it. Love to eat turkey. Love to eat turkey. Oh, I love you. Love to eat turkey, 'cause it's good. Love to eat turkey like a good boy should, 'cause it's turkey to eat. So good. That clapping's messing my head up, man. I appreciate it, but I was trying to think of the next line. I'm like, all I hear is clapping. Here we go. Thanks anyways. Turkey for me, turkey for you. Let's eat the turkey in my big brown shoe. Love to eat the turkey at the table. I once saw a movie with Betty Grable. Eat that turkey all night long. 50 million Elvis fans can't be wrong. Turkey lurkey do and turkey lurkey dap. I eat that turkey, then I take a nap. Thanksgiving is a special night. Jimmy Walker used to say dynamite. That's right. Turkey with gravy and cranberry. Can't believe the Mets traded Darryl Strawberry. Turkey for you and turkey for me. Can't believe Tyson gave that girl BD. White meat, dark meat, you just can't lose. I fell off my moped and I got a bruise. Turkey in the oven and the buns in the toaster. I'll never take down my Cheryl Teagues poster. Wrap the turkey up in aluminum foil. My brother likes to masturbate with baby oil. Turkey and sweet potato pie. Sammy Davis Jr. only had one eye. Oh, turkey for the girls and turkey for the boys. My favorite kind of pants are corduroys. Gobble, gobble, goo, and gobble, gobble, giggle. I wish turkey only cost a nickel. Oh, I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Thank you.
Jameson, they've been plotting up a scheme to get me in. Now let me in, just let me in. Right till the end, they Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Plotting up a scheme to get me in. Now let me in, just let me in. Hey little lady, what do you say? Let's have a little roll right in the hay. Got four best friends right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Now it's time to close the bar. Grab the keys and to the car. Four best friends right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. To get me in, just let me in, just let me in. Pilot schemes to get me in, now let me in, now let me in. Pilot schemes to get me in, let me in, let me in. Pilot schemes to get me in, now let me in, just let me in. So, go in the glove, pull out the gun, pull down the face mask, make some love. Got four best friends right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Right till the end. Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Why let us get it to get me in? Now let me in, now let me in. All my friends, we love to sin. Let us in, just let us in. All juiced up with big old grins. Now let us in, just let us in. All my friends, we love to sin. Let us in, let us in. All juiced up with big old grins. Now let us in.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Strangers with Knives, Jimmy, Johnny, Jack, and Jameson. Before that, we had Adam Sandler with the Thanksgiving song. In studio guest tonight is Mike Sheldon from Gig Zealot, and you also have Gig Zealot Open Network. Tell us a little bit about the Open Network on Facebook.
Well, the Open Network is a group on Facebook. We have close to 800 followers. It's a place where you, if you're in a band, you can you can post the flyer or post an event or post news about your band and what's going on.
Okay. Well, I'm actually thumbing through it right now as we're speaking. There's everything from Hanging Death. Well, that's the name of the band. There's vocalists wanted, and I'm just thumbing through quickly. The Food Coma. I don't even know where that is. Saturday, November 26th at the Scout Bar. So, I mean, there's a lot of bands, a lot of people that are posting up a lot of good stuff over here. Now, this is a closed network. So you have to click to join, correct?
Yep.
And now this goes hand in hand with the website, or is this in lieu of the website? Or
It goes hand in hand.
Okay. Now, who monitors what, or who does which for which site?
Well, P-Rock and I, we both are moderators for the Open Network group.
Okay.
So when someone wants to join the group, we see it in our events tab on Facebook, and we say, okay, they can join. And then if they want to post something, they post something. Of course, that has to be reviewed because we're trying to cut down on spam.
Yep.
So that gets approved. Either me or Pete would approve that.
Okay. Now, I have to admire that you actually have the tenacity to go through and filter everything that gets posted up, because I'm not going to mention any names, but there are some networks, some Facebook pages, I don't even know what you want to call them, groups, that they don't filter crap. So you could have 14 Ray-Ban sunglasses advertisements or whatever, and they just don't care. They just let everything through. So I have to give you guys props for that. It also shows your stick-to-itiveness and your interest in the music scene, because that's just something not a lot of people are doing. But now, you mentioned off the air that you're also looking for bands to do interviews with.
Yeah, we do video interviews with bands. We've done Butcher Babies. We've done Another One Down. We do pretty much national and also local unsigned bands.
Cool. Now, I'm going back to the Gig Zealot. You have Hollywood Undead, Arms for Elephants, Red Line Tragedy. And again, I'm just flicking my thumb down. Thank God for touchscreen. Corvin's Breed was another one that you guys did. Thy Art is Murder. You've got, that was at Mayhem Fest. So you've gotten some decent, pretty good sized names. And then you have archives that go back pretty far. So, I mean, how do you attribute? Well, first off, how big is your fan base? Because, I mean, when you have a site this big, you have to have a fan base. Do you have any idea how many people you see or to see you?
We see about 600 a week.
That's good. 600 hits a week, 2,400 a month. And now these are all individual hits, or are they like?
Well, our bounce rate is at 60%.
All right.
So we get people that come, they look at the site, they read the article that they want to read, and sometimes they'll go on and read another article, or they'll just hop off the website.
All right. I got to say, I mean, and I'll admit this, I've thumbed through it a few times. I've read like one article here or there, but within the last couple of days, I actually have gone through your site, and there's a lot of really cool stuff over here. Stuff that if it wasn't for you coming on, and I'm apologizing for this, I would have missed this. So, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, whoever's listening right now, even if you're not catching it, you're catching on the podcast, you definitely want to check out Gig Zealot, Facebook.com/Gig Zealot, and then the Gig Zealot Open Network. And Tony, please tell me you turned off your microphone with that. It's amazing. We look like grown adults here, but
Where?
I said we look like grown adults. We act like we're 15. One of us has to dye our hair blonde, and we could be Beavis and Butthead. So, yeah. Now, do you have any current plans coming up right now? Do you guys even do you promote your own events, or do you just promote everyone else's?
We promote everyone else's. We don't have our own.
Did you ever think about doing your own? Maybe, Gig Zealot Fest, or?
Yeah, we could do that, but that might not happen until the summer. I'm going to have to talk to Pete about that, see what his thoughts are on that.
Okay.
Because it's GigZealot.com and Gig Zealot Open Network. We're both involved in it. We're both partners. So whatever I come up with an idea, I pass it through Pete. He thinks it's a good idea. We roll with it. If not, then we don't do it.
All right. And now, is there any other staff, or is it just the two of you?
That's just two of us.
All right. So you guys handle a lot of now. You've got a background in computers, I'm assuming.
Yes.
What did you? What do you do? Or is it just a hobby you picked up?
Web development. I went to New England Tech.
All right.
For web sciences.
Okay. And you just run with it, started gigs out. Do you also hire out to other people's websites as well, or is it just strictly doing it your own?
Right now, I'm looking for work.
Oh, okay. Well, you and pretty much half the state. So I can't. It's kind of tough right now because, again, not having done my research the way I should have, and I'm apologizing to you and everyone else, and I also haven't had the typical drinks. But one thing I'm noticing in the open network, you've got quite a few members that are pretty well known in the music scene. A lot of promoters, some promoters that haven't even promoted anything in years, but they still follow you. What do you attribute that to?
I don't know.
You're friends with a lot of people, and just over the years they're following you? Or?
Over the years, I developed a repertoire with people.
Okay.
I'm not friends per se. I'm more of an acquaintance sometimes.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
So you just have a pretty good following of acquaintances.
Yes.
All right. Now, speaking of acquaintances, friends, and people that follow you, is there anyone in particular that you're currently following for shows and stuff like that?
Fathom Farewell.
Fathom Farewell as a band. What about promoters? Is there any promoters that really stand out?
Couple stand out, but I don't want to give names at the moment.
Oh, okay. No problem. So, why don't we take a break here? Now, as luck would have it, this is kind of a segue. Tony had mentioned Blazers Billiards a little bit earlier, which was my foray back into music. I took a little bit of a sabbatical. Now, this band I got to be pretty good friends with. I like their music, especially their older music. Guys, if you're listening, you want to come on the air, I'd be more than happy to have you on. I'm pretty sure Sheldon here would love to have you do an interview. This is Prospect Hill out of Methuen, Mass. The name of the song is Roller Coaster. We'll be back in a minute.
Step out of line. Turn back now or always ask why. Round we go, the straps of life. Holding on to this bar so tight. You twist and turn until you fall. I close my eyes, ignore your call. I said, you said it never. So why do we ride this roller coaster? I said, you said it never really matters. So why can't we see that this is over? This roller coaster, it's going nowhere. Once again, it never ends. The steady climb quickly descends. You scream and shout, go back and forth. So hold me tight, trapped on this course. I said, you said it never really matters. So why do we ride this roller coaster? I said, you said it never really matters. So why can't we see that this is over?
All right, my night outers. That was Whiskey Fire. The name of that song was War and Glory. Before that, Prospect Hill. I've been going back, 5, 6, 7 years on
Man,
that
I miss
one.
Blazes.
And so do I. The name of that song was Roller Coaster. Blazes Billiards, I got to say, for where it was, for what it was, you could never replicate what he had there. I mean, not, building-wise, you could replicate that anywhere.
You could replicate that in a dumpster.
But the feel that you had there, the people that came in.
It was like Cheers.
Exactly. Everyone knew who you were. Unfortunately, they also knew how much you drank, what you drank, and could probably tell half the illegal stuff you did.
And it was awesome too, having a club a little bit local. That's why I had so much hope for Manchester 65 over here. But with Blazes, it was great to have a club a little bit local for me, because I could go to a show in Providence early, then on the way home stop at Blazes, and then head home. You got double the value out of your Friday or Saturday night.
Exactly. Well, unfortunately, Mike had to leave. A little bit of a family problem, Mike. Our thoughts are with you. Hopefully everything works out well. But in the meantime, we still have a show to do. So we got to talk about...
The show must go on.
Exactly. We got to talk about, first off, if you want to be part of the show like Mike Sheldon was, if you want to be part of My Night Out Radio, hit me up at Facebook /MyNightOut. Send me an email, MyNightOutRadio@Verizon.net. We're also on Instagram, Twitter. We're on all the social media. Just look up DJ Psyco Eddie. I'm pretty much everywhere. That being said, also, if you wanted to get in touch with Mike or Pete Rock over at Gig Zealot, go to gigzealot.com. Also, Gig Zealot Open Network on Facebook. Just start typing in Gig Zealot. It will pop up.
Which, by the way, I just posted 2 gigs to, and I'm just waiting for my admin approval for.
I believe we know somebody, and it should go through without a problem.
I hope so. I'm not selling sunglasses or jerseys.
With that being said, Thanksgiving is coming up, and
oh yeah,
of course, turkey, the thing, everything that we're, the food is basically what it is. Family, yeah, right, yeah, you got to deal with family too, but the food is what we're going for on this one. And I got to say, this is the first year I'm actually leaving the house on Thanksgiving.
See, I'm doing just the opposite. This is the first year that we're going to be staying home.
Well, for me, it's a family thing, family medical issues, whatever you want to call it. I was requested, and I couldn't say no, to leave the house Thanksgiving Eve, which is killing me because I'm supposed to be part of the Thanksgiving Eve broadcast.
Maybe we'll have you call in. You can be our special turkey correspondent.
Turkey correspondent. Yeah, I think I could do a call in. That being said, Thanksgiving Day, I will be home, just my wife, myself, for Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving night, there's a group of people that, they call themselves the Runners, that I'm part of. I personally do not run. I just wait there with a beer in my hand, and they run past me. But we're going to get together for a few cocktails on Thanksgiving night. So
wait, will there be any actual running?
Only if someone really has to use the facilities.
I run for the border.
But yeah, no, there will be absolutely no running Thanksgiving night. That's the first thing I really got to point out for you guys. You definitely want to tune in. What time does it start? Or what time?
It's going to start at 7, and it's pretty much going to go. Just going to keep going and going.
Last man standing. Alrighty, and that's going to be this Thursday. RIFreeradio.org. Make sure to tune in. Also, don't forget. Right now, I'm actually taking a sabbatical from DJing, which I never thought I would have to do, but I'm beat up, and I'm to the point now where I got to space out my shows a little more, or get myself in better physical condition. So as you see, I went with the space out the shows more because
you might have to franchise yourself out.
Anyways, the show that I really got to talk about. I'm actually, this is going to be my welcome back show, January 14th, 2017.
Wow.
It feels strange to say that. Black Sheep Entertainment at FET, Freak Fest 8. Now I've been involved with this since 4.
Wow.
So
I can't believe they're up to 8 already. I remember talking about the first few.
Yeah, well, this one, by far is probably the best lineup, or one of the best lineups I've been part of, and I can't even tell you how long. Orgy, Powerman 5000, Death Valley High, Knee High Fox, Seventh Rail Crew. Let's see, Devil Inside Us, who is out of New Hampshire. Deprived. On Your Deathbed, The Great Curtains, Sorrow Seed. I play them on here all the time. Rick Lowell, drummer. Lilith Astaroth is the lead singer. Patient Zero, Silent Season, Hemlock, and more than that. And that's just the bands. Now they're going to have aerialists, a fashion show, contortionists. Me just getting out of a chair will be a contortionist act, I think.
And an aerial show.
Well, the chair may go airborne. There will be oddities, human suspension. Our good friends at Dr. Finnegan's Circus Sideshow and Wick Carney will be hosting. You definitely don't want to miss that. Yeah,
sounds like a real freak show.
No, hence the
middle
term
of winter.
Freak Fest. I'm booked for that, and I'm also booked out in March for the Tattoo and Music Festival again. This will be the third incarnation that I've been part of, and the third incarnation for that. So I can't wait for that. And like I said, I am spacing out the gigs, so I have enough recovery time. Because just like a good Thanksgiving meal, you need to sometimes sit back, unbuckle your pants, and
let it all hang out.
Just relax.
Well, I mean, I see that in a lot with bands, too, is that if a band's playing every single weekend, it's less of a draw to go ahead and head out and check them out because, you can check them out the week after or whatever place they're going to be. I mean, you really, from a marketing standpoint, kind of create a better brand by spacing out what you're doing and just cherry picking the good gigs. I mean, we get offered stuff that, that isn't so hot sometimes.
You see, that's counterproductive to the way I've been for the last 20 some odd years. I've always been the way, never say no.
And that's the way I am, except for the time I was offered an opportunity to pose in a magazine called Guys and Fries, which is exactly as it sounds. It is heavy-set gentlemen posing with different food items. And, I had to turn that one down.
How is it you got the offer and I didn't? Scantily clad or fully clothed?
No, safe for work, but shirtless and, typically, a heavy-set guy shirtless with 2 chicken tenders over his nipples and things of that nature.
Tasteful in other words. Gotcha.
Boudoir.
Well, I think we're going to have to put this one to bed because we just, we're going down.
We've gone off the rails.
I want to thank everyone for listening in. Mike, again, thank you for coming down. Unfortunately, family, you got to take care of family first, and I highly respect that. Tony, you always make me sound good, even when I'm falling apart like I am right now.
Falling out of the chair.
I actually had to get the little chair today.
Still recovering from Comic-Con?
Comic-Con was easy to recover from. I just stayed in bed for 24 hours.
Now, did you get wind of the fact that Rhode Island Comic-Con will be taking over a Connecticut Comic-Con, and that Comic-Con is going to be at Foxwoods Casino? That's going to be awesome.
That would be terrific-con.
Talk about leaving broke at the end of the weekend, though. Gambling and a con.
Can you just imagine? Here's some 80-year-old lady, blue hair, spending her last of her husband's pension, looks to the left and sees a 400-pound clown pumping quarters into the slot machine next to her. Tell me they're not going to need a few extra ambulances that evening.
It's going to be nuts. A lot of comped rooms that night, I think.
And soiled drawers.
Comic-Con high rollers.
Oh, God. You can't make this stuff up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. We're going to leave here. We're going to do 2. The first one you're going to hear on the way out of here is The Magunks, The Devil Was Right. After that, the now defunct Jesse Minute, Cinnamon. Thank you for listening, everybody. Have a good night.
Where's my Adderall? It happened to just take control.